Of course, not everything can be treated as a mission. These three tasks all have one prerequisite: defending the righteous path. Fortunately, Brother Fan Gu discovered a suitable task for us. It's too difficult for him to complete alone, so he called on us too. Fan Gu nodded without saying much, indeed displaying the modesty of a gentleman. "Then when should we set off?" asked Lu Yang. "How about tomorrow morning?" suggested Meng Jingzhu. This suited Lu Yang well. He wanted to go to the mission hall before departure to exchange some items and contribute points. It always felt itchy to have contributions piled up in his hands. Ice-cold gourd. The water inside rapidly cools, providing a refreshing sensation. Ideal for those who like cold drinks. 3 contribution points. Multifunctional pocket knife. Includes ear pick, nail clipper, marker pen, compass, and other functions. Essential for outdoor trips. 10 contribution points. Voodoo Dragon Blood Blade. Once a Chinese letter cultivator's treasure, it was activated by dragon blood to unleash its bloody nature and suppressed with voodoo Buddhist teachings. It slices through flesh as easily as picking fruit from a basket. The blade has been thoroughly cleansed of evil qi and its ferocity, but the sharpness is slightly reduced. 300 contribution points. Mahakakra Heart Method Fragment. A heart method left behind by an ascetic after self-immolation, suspected to be his original creation. The full version cannot be verified. This fragment can subdue wandering thoughts, quickly entering a state of meditation. 1,500 contribution points. Lu Yang looked through several items but found none that suited him and asked the senior pupil on duty. "Senior brother, I'm going out for training tomorrow and want to buy some self-defense tools. Do you have any recommendations?" The senior brother was tall and muscular with a face full of stubble, clearly someone destined to be eliminated by Chinese letter. The senior brother glanced at Lu Yang, recognizing him as a new recruit. Thinking he could finally be called a senior brother, his expression softened. How many years had passed since he wasn't the bottom of the pile among pupils? "How much in contribution points and spirit stones do you plan to use?" 300 contribution points, no spirit stones. "My name is Li Dan. You can call me Senior Brother Li. As a foundation establishment cultivator, your needs won't be too high, so you shouldn't need many contributions." Li Dan, despite his menacing appearance, was actually quite helpful. Senior Brother Li Chinese letter Ly scrolled through the exchange list and introduced various self-defense tools. 100 Battles Heart Mirror. Fits over the chest to withstand a peak foundation establishment strike. Only 200 contribution points. Just as Lu Yang considered buying one for protection, he heard a timid voice say, Lu pupil, you don't need to buy this heart mirror here. The steamed buns in the dining hall can also withstand a peak foundation establishment strike and are cheaper than this." The voice grew softer until it was barely audible. "Senior Sister Zhou Lulu." Lu Yang was surprised to see Senior Sister Zhou Lulu. He had only met her once when he was soaking in The Chinese letter, but hadn't seen her since she was confined on Mount Tianmen for cultivation a year ago. Senior Sister. Li Dan, who was one class above Lu Yang, called her Senior Sister. "It's Emmy," said Zhou Lulu, visibly nervous. She had just completed a mission and came to exchange rewards when she happened upon Lu Yang. "I'm just giving you a suggestion. There's no other meaning behind it." Zhou Lulu avoided their gazes, lowering her presence, waiting for Lu Yang to finish his exchanges before doing hers. Both ignored Zhou Lulu. This is the Mountain Smasher Hammer. A single strike can cause vibrations that disrupt an opponent's array and talisman casting rhythm. It has some effect against formation cultivators and talismansmiths, but those skilled in formations and talismans are mentally strong and can adjust their rhythm even under interference. 270 contribution points. Lu Yang nodded, recognizing this as a useful item. He might encounter formation or talismansmith opponents. Even without decades of experience with formations and talismans, the Mountain Smasher Hammer could still be effective. Zhou Lulu whispered beside him. The steamed dough sticks in the dining hall can achieve similar effects. Both ignored her. Senior brother Lee, do we have any small gadgets for assassinating others? Senior brother Lee said seriously, Pupil, do you know that the way-seeking sect is a reputable sect? So what? You should ask this quietly. Lu Yang nodded. Senior brother Lee pressed down on the list and quickly scrolled through it. He chose an item at the right moment and continued. This is the jade fragment needle, finer than a hair, becomes incredibly sharp when infused with qi, capable of piercing barriers. However, mastering it requires practice and comes at a high price. This is the wondrous door nail. Used against powerful opponents, thrown secretly into their 7 orifices to achieve surprising success. It's easy to use and reasonably priced, he added. Lu Yang nodded. This item was indeed affordable, almost worth its weight in gold. The steamed rice from the dining hall works better, whispered senior sister Jo Lulu. Li Dan couldn't stand Jo Lulu's constant whispers anymore. He turned abruptly, startling her. Jo Lulu lowered her head, avoiding eye contact with Li Dan's stubbled face. She had no malicious intent but wanted to recommend the dining hall food directly to Lu Yang, feeling embarrassed about it. Seeing Jo Lulu like this, Li Dan knew she meant well and softened his tone. Senior sister Jo, I know you're from Peak Refinement Pavilion, but you can't ruin new pupils for your sect's benefit. Think of it, senior brother Lu. Besides being cheap, durable, versatile, and useful as both food and weapon, what else do the dining hall foods offer? Lu Yang. Wasn't that enough? Li Dan thought about it. Indeed, the dining hall foods seemed perfect except for their unsuitable shapes for combat. Maybe senior sister Jo can take you to the dining hall, he suggested. Jo Lulu's eyes lit up and quickly led Lu Yang there. Lu Yang found that senior sister Jo had an incredibly strong grip, unable to escape her grasp. He didn't know what level of cultivation she was at. Senior sister Jo, are you from Peak Refinement Pavilion? The 5th elder oversees the Peak Refinement Pavilion, responsible for both refining and managing the dining hall. These 2 roles often overlap. Jo Lulu replied, Yes, I'm a disciple of Peak Refinement Pavilion. But I see you reading books in THE Chinese letter frequently. They're not about refining. Lu Yang was puzzled. Shouldn't disciples from Peak Refinement Pavilion study refinement?